Top of the moment to you. You are welcome to this edition of our robust program, Retirement Clues. I am the promoter of this program, Mr. Chusudo Okonta, the publisher of Nigeria #1 Insurance and Pension News Online, Spend Online, and the promoter of Inshofi Initiative, the body that is promoting the donation of free insurance cover to the uninsured. I want to welcome you especially to this program. What we do on Retirement Clues, for those that are joining us for the very first time, we use this program to, educate people on what to do, on how to actually, better their life in retirement, how to prepare for a better time in retirement. That is what we use this program to promote. And today we are going to look at a topic that concerns you, most especially you that is still working. The topic we want to look at today says why you should negotiate retirement contributions with your employers. Why you should negotiate retirement contributions with your employers. That is what we want to discuss today, because we've observed that many people don't even know their rights when it comes to retirement planning, while they are working. Some people, it is just what their organizations, present to them that they just take. But with this education we are bringing to you today, it will really help you for you to know that while planning your retirement, while we are still working, you have an input to make. You have the power to actually, make contributions towards what your employer is putting aside for you, towards your retirement. That is what we want to actually discuss today. And why you as a worker should negotiate retirement contributions with your employers. That is what we are discussing. Before we go further, let's just have you updates, within the retirement space. I think the major thing I want to share is just to let you know that 2024 Spend Online Retirement Summit was a bomb. It was beyond our expectations, and God actually proved himself, and we want to use this opportunity to appreciate all those that attended the program. We had a very good problem in that we underestimated the numbers of participants, that we ran into a very good problem, that even the hall we use could not even take the people that came. We just have to improvise to ensure that we accommodated everybody. And since then, the feedback has been so positive, because the program was an eye opener for all the participants, and then for the people that came, dignitaries. We want to actually say we are very, very grateful. Our chairman, the past president of CIN, the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, Dr. Fatai Lawai. I don't just know how to appreciate you. You were very, 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 very good at driving the affairs of that program. Our keynote speaker, we cannot just Adele, see, we cannot just appreciate you. You were wonderful, and even the paper that she presented, the demand has been so high. People want to actually read to know more. And all the other dignitaries, the MD of Sanlam Nigeria, the MD of Universal Insurance that came, the former Director General, and the MD of Moridon Consulting, Mrs. Folashode Onaluga, that came. We actually appreciate you, Mrs. Adetola, Adegbe that came, the former ED of Leadway. We appreciate you, and many other people that came. My uncle was there too, Deacon Ogboy, was there. We really appreciate you. Tomogboy Dikem, we appreciate you. And many other people that actually graced the occasion. We were very, very happy to see you people, and we pray that God keeping us alive by the grace of God next year. That of next year will be more robust. And we want to use this opportunity to actually appreciate all the companies that supported us too. There are too many to mention. We appreciate all the support that came, to make sure that the 2024 Spend Online Retirement Summit and the unveiling of the that is INSHOF initiative was a success. We still want to acknowledge our elder too that came, Mr. Val Juma. It was wonderful seeing you there. We are very happy to see you there. The president of NCRIB, Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, that came. We want to actually appreciate you. And the managing director of Last Court Ventures, that was Mr. Delike. We appreciate you. Many people. How many can we actually mention? Too many people, that actually graced the occasion. My pastor was there too. I appreciate you, Mr. Atiku, and all those that we cannot mention. The national president of the PDOs, the pension desk officers, Nze Pitanzi was here. He brought light into the whole thing. We appreciate you. If we just begin to mention the roll call, it was really wonderful. And we say God bless you all for, supporting us at the 2024 Spend Online Retirement Summit. Thank you for all that you have done. Let's we are still in the mood, of that the success of that program. We've not recovered from it. We actually appreciate all that you have done. And let's just go into the discussions we have today. When it comes to preparing for retirement, you have a role to play as a worker, because it concerns you. Like our theme song for our retirement program say, retirement matter, it concern you. Retirement matter, it concern me. Retirement matter, it concern everybody. Retirement matter, na we dey talk. It concerns you, most especially you, because if you leave the issue of retirement in the hand of your employer, you may regret it. And that is why we are advocating that you should be, part of the plan. You have a role, a major role to play, and that is why we are saying why you should negotiate, retirement contributions with your employer. Why should you negotiate? Let's answer that question. Why? One of the reasons why you should negotiate is that it is your right. You have that right. The contributory pension scheme actually give you that right. You have the right to negotiate. You have the right to negotiate, and those rights is the right that empowers you to even choose your PFA. The rights for you have a right, in it. Don't just leave it to the hand of your employer. Another thing is that another reason why you should negotiate is that the minimum 18% contributions that the law stipulates, that means your employer contributing 10%, while 8% is deducted from your emolument. That 18% is the minimum. You have right to negotiate it beyond that minimum. You can negotiate up to 10%, 20%, 25%, 30%. Don't just allow that minimum, the threshold, to remain, which is 18%, and that is where many people just stay. But if you know your right, you know that you have power to negotiate, you can negotiate beyond that 18%. You can even negotiate that the 18% should be paid by your employer. You have the right to negotiate it, that the 18% should be paid by your employer, while you now pay 8%. That is, you see that at the end you will now be contributing around 26% if your employer agrees to pay. And there are some organizations that are actually doing that. The organization pay off everything, while the employers only do a top up to that. Some employers are even paying 20%, you know, or for their workers 20%, and the workers will pay like 8%. That is around 28%. You see the beauty. Don't just think that the law just stop at that. No, you have power to negotiate. You can negotiate beyond that 18%. You can negotiate with employer to pay the full 18% while you make your own contribution. You can negotiate with employer to even pay you 20%. Nothing stops you. The 18% is just the minimum. That is the second reason. The third reason is that while you negotiate, it gives you rights for you to choose your PFA. Many people just enlist, the organization just enlist them and put them in a PFA that the organization has chosen. No, you have the right to choose the PFA you should belong to according to the law. It is in the course of negotiation that you cannot say, okay, this is the PFA I want to manage my fund. It is only when you negotiate that you can choose your PFA. If you did not negotiate, your employer will just put you to any PFA that they feel that they want to put you in. But when you negotiate, you have the right to choose your PFA. Another thing is that it helps you to effectively to meet your retirement plans when you negotiate, because you know what you want to earn. Like one of those things, one of the takeaways from our summit was that the amount that is being contributed for you, if you are just looking at it, it may not be enough for you to enjoy a good retirement. That's why even one of those takeaways is that you must diversify your retirement plan. And if you are your target is to retire very well, you must negotiate. It is this negotiation that will help you meet your retirement plan. If you are not negotiating, you retire, and at the end you begin to complain. I pray that will not be your lot. Another thing is that when you negotiate, it will really help you to put your employer where it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to work, and it will curb the issue of non-compliance, because they know that you know your rule. Many people today, their employers are not contributing for them because the employers have known that they don't even know anything about contributory pension scheme. They take advantage of their ignorance, and that's why they are not but when you negotiate, the employer knows that, oh, this person that is here, he knows his or her right to. They will not just play with your contributions. That is one of the reasons why you should negotiate. Another good thing is that it will help you to actually put in place something that is lacking in the retirement, that is in the workspace now, which is retirement training. Most organizations, they don't even have retirement seminars for their workers. When some of them, they just retire and just walk out like that, walk into retirement life unprepared. But when you negotiate, that is, you put it to your organization. Please, I am here to work for you. While you are training me on how to be efficient with my work, organize training for me on how I too will be efficient for myself, how life will be good for me when I retire. While you are training me on how to improve your work, you must train me on how I too will be useful to myself in retirement. It is only at the point of negotiation that you can actually put this to your employer that, please, I want to undergo retirement training outside the other work trainings that you are giving to me. I want to undergo retirement training. And once that is seed, you have already put that as part of your package. You see, your organization will never take that for a ride. They'll make sure that they train you. Many people are not being trained today. Retirement training is not being organized because people did not ask for it. An organization just say, since they didn't ask for it, they keep that money. But it's necessary. 5 years or 10 years to retirement, you should be undergoing retirement training. These are the few things that I want to bring. We want to actually, showcase through this podcast today why you should negotiate retirement contribution with your employers. That is the topic. We want to stop here. In case you want to get across to us, our numbers are open: 08054 08054269557 and 07033253527. An email address is ispenonline@gmail.com. God bless you for investing your time with us. Please share this podcast. You may be helping somebody that have never known about what we are discussing today. May God bless you as we come back again your way next week. Remain blessed.